Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Let me do the formal introduction and say, hey, I'm Janay. Some of you guys aren't familiar with me and some of you guys are familiar with me for various reasons. Some of you guys know me from Baby Girl's channel, Aries, and some people know me from the past group. Some people know me from JQCGE group and friends and on and on and on. Those of you might not know me. So this is my formal introduction to you guys of first getting to know who Janay is, what Janay does, what Janay did, what Janay didn't do, all in I guess a couple of videos or so. So first thing I'm gonna do is I wanna tell you guys I appreciate those of you all that have been supportive of me and anything that I've done, and you know, really see the great work that God has allowed me to do with some of these kids. I want to thank you guys a lot because of the fact you never know who reads the comments. You don't know, you know, how a person might be feeling at the time, and they come across your comment like, you know, this lady changed these kids' lives, and you know, this lady is talented, you know. And then you come across the stuff that, you know, she Mona Scott, she's Hitler of YouTube, she's, you know, the computer back, you know, she's the B word, she's the one who divides and conquer and all this other foolishness or whatever. So I felt like, you know, at one point it was cool to just let everybody form their opinion and just leave it alone because of the fact it didn't affect my life. You know, it was like, you know, people are gonna talk, they talked about Jesus. I am nowhere near close or anywhere near being perfect. So who am I to care about, you know, a whole bunch of young adults talking about a grown woman? Who cares? So that was until yesterday because I thought the situation was gonna die down, and it actually had died down. We was on to some new stuff. You know, RTR Shade and all the other blogs had some new drama to post, and so we moved on. But Corey, as you guys know, he decided to go live on Facebook, and when he went live on Facebook, he yet again blamed me for something that I had nothing to do with, and I said, okay, all right guys, so you know how you do I call it a Gideon prayer. In the Bible, you know, Gideon asked God, should I pursue or should I, you know, withdraw? And he basically asked God, he said, God, if it's for me to go forward, you know, allow the dew, the little raindrops to fall on top of the grass and leave this little square, I think it was a blanket, or a handkerchief or something, leave it dry. So God did that. And then Gideon wasn't sure, so he said, all right, God, one more try. So this time, let the dew fall on the little handkerchief and everything around it be dry. And God did it. And so my little Gideon prayer was, God, if it's meant for me to address all of these, you know, things that these kids have said about me and all the stuff I've been accused of, God, give me the door, you know, allow an opportunity to come in which I wouldn't look like a grown woman trying to engage in kid drama. And by golly, by the end of that day, Corey had dropped, he had went on Facebook and decided, you know, I'll be the point of conversation. No problem. So with that being said, he was going live or whatever, and he made the comment talking about, I had got his Instagram account shut down, and he started off with talking about his mom. And when he started off talking about his mom, he was basically saying that his mom had reached out to me because she wanted to talk to me woman to woman, and that I blocked her, and that you know, I didn't respond to her. That's not true. And you know, I think, Corey, honestly, I think you believe that I was, you know, not gonna say anything, because that's what I would teach my team. You know, if somebody says something about you negative, don't comment, don't respond, don't go in the comments, don't engage. And I used to tell my old squad, like, do you ever see LeBron in the bleachers going back and forth with people? It's like, if you win and win, you know, ain't no need of defending if you should have took that shot, ain't no need of defending if you missed that shot. It's just keep playing the game. And that's kind of how I moved. And so I'm assuming, Corey, this is the reason why you keep coming up with this stuff you keep coming up with. And so with that being said, one, I'm gonna, you know, show you guys the message. So Corey basically had accused me of ignoring his mom and blocking his mother. first and foremost, let me explain. I am a grown, very, very grown woman. I believe and live by the motto, if I can say something to you in private, I should be able to say it again in public. I don't say anything, I don't mind it being repeated. But what I do mind is when people start altering, you know, my statements and the things that I say and the demeanor in which I said it to benefit their needs, to try and make me look a certain way. And Corey, that's what you have done. And you know, I just want to correct you. I will show the message. Your mom messaged me and she simply said, hey, she basically said, hey Janay, this is Corey's mother. I'm trying to get in touch with you. And she said that November 27th at 1:59. First of all, I don't even be on Facebook because of the fact, I don't know, I just don't be on Facebook. But this particular day I went and I saw the notifications and I said, hey, maybe some of my real friends looking for me, because you know, I'm thinking like, hey, don't nobody from this YouTube world know me. Yeah. And so on November 29th at 9:40 at night, I responded back to her. And I said, I'm not sure if this is old or not, but my number is da 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 da. Hopefully this is a peaceful call. That's what I sent your mom. And then after you send that, it says you can now call each other and see information like active status and when you've read messages. Then yesterday, after I, you know, got the notifications about the stuff you had said, I watched it and then I waved to her. And I said, it says you waved to Tiffany. And she said, hey, I don't know what type of game this is, you know, or whatever that you guys have decided to play. I don't know what would provoke you all to basically, you know, take something that is a private matter and make it into a public issue. But I feel like at this point, so much damage has been done that at this point, nothing can be done except for stating facts and, you know, dealing with you all with my attorney. As you all can see, that's what Corey was reading from, a letter that my team had sent to him. And he was reading from the bottom of it, and basically he was stating that the community guidelines that he violated on any platform, because it said websites on any platform, that basically it could be grounds for his channel or anything to be taken down or deactivated. So this is the thing. I like that you think that I'm that powerful and I have that ability, but if I had that ability, boy, we all would have blue check marks. But I don't have that ability. And what was even funnier to me is that in less than an hour or 2 hours later, the person or team or whoever, one of the few, I don't know how that went, they basically took ownership for reporting you. But you didn't issue an apology. You didn't take back your words. You just let it be. And so because of that moment, because of my prayer, if I should pursue or not, I feel like now is my moment to go ahead and to clear the air and go ahead and tell my story, show my quote unquote receipts, show my evidence to bring my character, you know, back to the, you know, a good standing, because of the fact so much stuff has been said. And not only has so much stuff been said, it's one thing for it to be about me, but it has gotten so far to the extent of attacking my family. You know, Ariana signed up for this. I signed up for this because of the fact we decided to come into a public eye and do, you know, social media. So whatever comes with that, that's on us. But my baby girl Dana, my baby girl Nayla, like, they have nothing to do with this world. And I just felt like it was an invasion of privacy of how things were going. Also too, to JQCGE, it was an insult and it hurt me dear to my heart, the way that you guys manipulated and twisted words and took stuff out of context and tried to make it into something that it wasn't. So it is now my mission, my job, my responsibility is to go ahead and to fact check everything that was said, to go ahead and allow people to know the truth of the situations, to let them know if I stole something, if I tried to lock people out their account, if I tried to make people sign contracts, or if I put together a bogus agreement and all this other stuff that I've been accused of. I feel like now is the time, because of the fact we're less than 24 days into going into 2019, and never am I going into a new year with this old mess. you know? And I believe that God allowed everything to come together at this moment because of the fact he wants me to get rid of this stuff so that way I can move forward, because of the fact that I believe that my assignment from God is bigger than just JQCGE, bigger than the last group, that God has another group of young people that he wants me to work with and to be able to help change their lives, their financial situations. One thing that can't be taken away from me is that the favor of God has allowed me to create multiple ways for these families to eat and to live on, you know, penthouses, or, you know, to jump from house to house, you know, 4-bedroom houses, to drive exotic whips and, you know, get new cars, or to cash out and to do all of this stuff. That's a gift. That is definitely a gift, and I don't take it lightly. And I believe that if God has allowed me to do that, and he's allowed me not to just, you know, basically be successful in it, but to be above the status quo, to break records the way that we have, I'm like, okay, God, I'll take this lick. I'll take this lick. Can I hit back? He like, no, you can't hit back. But you can state facts. Can't hit back. Just state facts. So there's gonna be a series of videos, basically. After this video drop, the first video will be dropping about Neek and King, and it will be addressing the situation, because I would say Neek and King kind of put the fuel behind it. Well, not really, Corey put the fuel behind it because of the fact Corey name dropped. Neek and King followed behind it. Key and Rel jumped on that bandwagon. Who else jumped on that? Oh, Emmett Vaughn, my fault. Emmett Vaughn, not M, Vaughn actually was the one, I think, that kicked it off. It don't even matter. Well, all y'all had a whole bunch of stuff to say. And one thing that I love about me that my family absolutely hates, I am a low-key organized hoarder, meaning that I keep everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. So, since text messages were opened up and, you know, private conversations were brought out, half of those private conversations were brought out, I said, you know, like you all say, you know, your supporters need to know the truth. And therefore, I'm gonna make sure that all of the truth is addressed. I'm gonna make sure that all the receipts add up. I'm gonna make sure that you all have a better understanding of who I am, what I've been through, what I plan to do, and also to basically get an opportunity to step back and to look at things and put things in the right perspective, because of the fact, at the end of the day, I will say I'm human, but with claiming that I'm human, I will not take the responsibility of being called a thief, a liar, a manipulator, somebody that used their motherly wit to influence grown folks. I'm a mom of 8. A mom of 8. So it's just in my nature to love on people, but never is it in my nature to take advantage of anybody's baby, child, whatever. So we'll get to all of that when it's need be, but like I said, I was planning on just letting this go by, but I'm thinking that maybe this is God's way of me coming out of the shadows too. You know, sometimes, you know, gotta expose light where it's dark, you know, and sometimes it has been dark for me, you know. Sometimes I wanted to come out, sometimes I wanted to be part of some of the stuff, like, you know, examples of Neek and King baby shower. I was there, but I had to move around, you know, cameras and stuff. Carmen's and Corey's gender reveal. No, it was a gender reveal I was at Carmen's and Corey's gender reveal, but I had to duck from the cameras and stuff because of the fact, the way I felt about this team I had, I did not want them to suffer any effects of anybody thinking anything about me. So therefore, I thought it was important and imperative that nobody knew that I was managing this team. And so, you know, that has been a discussion from day one. At first we said that when everybody hits 1 million, we'll go ahead and we'll, you know, reveal who, you know, their manager was, and, you know, on and on. And I basically was like, no, let's just, you know, keep going. And everyone basically has hit 1 million. Ari hit 1 million, Neek and King hit 1 million, Carmen and Corey hit 1 million, Ken and Dre, they just hit 1 million. Congratulations, by the way. I would have loved for you all to text me and said, you know, like, hey, here's our, you know, we hit 1 million or whatever, but I'll deal with that. Chris and Trey, you know, they have started their own channels, but they also have been growing. It's like, I take pride in that I can't take responsibility for that, because it was nothing but God that allowed these kids to grow like they did in a matter of 6 months. You know, like, these kids came to me in February. Our relationship just ended, what, 3 weeks ago. And how God has blessed them. If you guys go back and look at their lives and look at what they were prior to me and how much they've accomplished, all glory and honor go to God. And I just want to tell you all that I appreciate you guys for even taking the time to watch this video. I asked you to stick around, and I'm pretty sure a video, I don't know which one, but one of these videos is gonna go ahead and speak to you and let you know the answers to the questions that you might have. So I appreciate your time for spending this moment with me, and I look forward to sharing more, not just drama, but some good stuff. All right, so keep coming back and supporting me. Again, I'm Janay. Welcome to the Janay Experience.